Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Color Me Bad Lynn. Back to come on and chat it up a little bit about a fragrance company or a cosmetic company's fragrance line that I've loved for years and years and years. This company holds the key to some of my favorite fragrances like Bluegrass, Red Door. Well, actually, Red Door is not one of my favorites, but it was one of my roommate in college's favorite fragrances. The ones that I love from Elizabeth Arden, of course, you should know by now. And if you don't, we'll chat it up again about them, are the green tea fragrances. However, there's another line of fragrances that I've really taken a liking to, or took a liking to back in the day. Now, because it's been reformulated, not so much. But she has flankers, and today I want to come on and share my thoughts about them and why I enjoy them so much. They smell good on me, so I thought I'd come on and share them with you. If you're interested to find out what fragrances, there's just two today that I wanted to come on and share with you, please continue to watch. Alright, so let's get into it. Hopefully everyone is all well and fine. Again, I wanted to come on and share these fragrances because I really, really like them. They smell absolutely amazing on me, and when layered properly, they last for me all day long. And when I say all day long, I'm talking about 8+ hours. Extremely affordable. If you play your cards right, you can find these fragrances for like under 20 bucks, you guys. Really, really good. So, but before we go there, again, welcome. We're glad to have you. Hey to all of my subscribers, especially my new ones. What's up, y'all? Thank you. Welcome. We're super glad to have you. All are welcome. Enjoy the recordings. Have lots of fun, and make sure you say hi. All right, so let's get into it. You guys already know the deal. You know what the channel is about. We talk about love, relationships, romance, all things beauty. Hashtag all things beauty. So we talk about our fragrances, body lotions, creams, oils, you name it. I love the subscription. I love the suggestions you guys are throwing my way. I'm really enjoying them. It's making me work a little bit harder, y'all. All right, so the first one I want to share with you guys is from, again, the cosmetic company of Elizabeth Arden. There may be some youngins that may not even really be familiar all that much with Elizabeth Arden, but as I've shared on a couple of other recordings before, way back in the day, I worked in I did a small run through working for cosmetic companies, and I never actually worked for the House of Elizabeth Arden, but I am familiar with the fragrances. I've always enjoyed a couple of them. Never went out and actually purchased any until I started back collecting fragrances. And I would find some of those fragrances in some of your discounter stores. And I think one of the first fragrances that I probably indulged in, because I loved it so much back in the day, was green tea. So you guys already know those are my favorites. I love white tea. I love all of the tea fragrances that Elizabeth has. But these two are really, really good. The first one I want to share with you guys, this one, I still have this one in the box. I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to give this away or not. This one is Fifth Avenue NYC Limited Edition by Elizabeth Arden. And I'll bring the box in a little bit closer. I know with my lighting, it is really, really hard to be able to kind of see the boxes a lot of times. So I apologize for that. We are working on that. I'm going to start adding on some information if you want to start to support the channel, and then that way we can work on getting better equipment. All right, so here is the actual bottle. Again, this is Fifth Avenue NYC Limited Edition by Elizabeth Arden. Here's the bottle. I think the bottle is absolutely gorgeous. If you like to style your fragrances, if you like to decorate, and these are some of your colors, this is really, really pretty. It's neutral, so it'll go with anything. Like if you have your fragrances separated and color coordinated, like normally I try to keep my fragrances color coordinated. This is really, really nice, you guys. So just to kind of give you an idea for what's in this fragrance, I really like this. And this is a fragrance that has a really, really pronounced plum note in it. And I don't know if you are familiar with the fact that me and plum or on, you know, kind of like on the ins and outs. But they did a really nice job of this fragrance, so let's share. It is an amber floral fragrance. You will hear on a lot of my recordings and shares that I really enjoy amber floral fragrances. They work really, really good for my body chemistry. Anything with amber in them normally works really, really well for me. This is a fragrance for women. Of course, anyone who wants to wear this absolutely can. Fifth Avenue NYC Limited Edition was launched in 2013. So this has been around for a little bit over 10 years, you guys. So this is not new, but it smells so good, and I got a fresh batch. Your top notes are peach. I get that right off the gate. If you all don't know right now, that is one of my favorite notes in body creams and oils right now. Peach just does your girl right. So it's heavy with the peach, heavy with the apple. It's not a bitter apple. It's really, really sweet. And then they give us a little bit of bergamot. Of course, you know that is an Italian lime. It must be a great preservative for fragrances because you really find that note in a lot of fragrances nowadays. Your middle notes is peony, so you've got your floral, black currant. If you don't know by now, I love black and white currant in my fragrances. It has more white floral. It's got a little bit of plum blossom in this. Really, really enriches, in my opinion, this fragrance and gives it a more sophisticated, and it keeps this fragrance from smelling really cheap. Your base notes are vanilla. You get tonka bean, musk, sandalwood, and amber, you guys. This is really, really a nice fragrance. I go heavy on my sprays with this one, kind of playing around with it. Really just getting familiar with this fragrance because, you know, the weather is going to start to get a little bit cooler. These are the types of fragrances I love to wear in either really hot weather or a little bit rainier weather because those notes of the black currant and that peach, a little bit of white floral, that amber just popping. It's got just enough vanilla in it to do the trick. You know what I always say when I find an amazing fragrance that I really enjoy, really, really affordable, you guys, get you some. Okay, you guys, come in just a little bit closer. So I have got a favorite product this month. And you know, I don't do favorites. I love everything I use. If I don't like it, I don't talk about it. You won't hear it from me. But this month, I have been using the heck out of these lip stains. I absolutely adore them. I share them as a part of Color Me's birthday bag. Of course, you know this is still my birthday month, so keep the love coming. These particular lippies are absolutely gorgeous. Let me bring the packaging in a little bit closer. I got something on this one because I've used this one quite a bit. These are some lippies by Maybelline, and I know my lighting is terrible. So hopefully I'm gonna hold it still so you guys can see it. Then I'm gonna turn it this way. Can you see that? I'm so sorry about the lighting. This is called Super Stay Vinyl Ink, you guys. When I tell you there's better, a little bit better hopefully. When I tell you that this is my absolute favorite products for this month, these lippies last all day long. You can sip your coffee. You don't have to use a straw if you don't want to. If you got on a really pretty lip color and you want your makeup to stay, these are the bomb.com. I absolutely love these. I got these in 3 different colors for my birthday, so I really am grateful for these. At first I was like, well, you know, I got plenty of lipstick. Honey, let me tell you something. I love these. Again, this is called Super Stay Vinyl Ink, Maybelline, New York. Color Me's favorite products for the month of August. Get you some. Alright, so up next, again, I'm only sharing 2 today. But I am super excited about these. Somebody at Elizabeth Arden really likes plum. So the second one I wanted to come on and share with you guys. This one is 5th Avenue After 5. And you know I love a good After 5 look. And so I was interested. I'd never even heard of this particular one. So when I saw the box, I was like, let's find out what this one is about. And you know, a lot of times with fragrances and things like that, you can stumble upon you know, different flankers that you never heard about, nobody ever checked it up about. They may even have it in their collection or have had it before and just don't talk about it. It may not have worked well for them, you know, the whole 9 yards. But I could not wait to come on and share this one and share with you guys what I think about this one. I really, really like this. I love a good after 5 freshie. A lot of times for me, after 5 fragrances and colognes have to be really, really strong and powerful because I love a beast mode mama girl type of fragrance. But this is really, I like the bottle. I'm a fanatic for like clear juice, and so I always try to find out what clear juice is rocking with, because I used to think that fragrances that were like super, super clear wasn't about nothing. You know, oh, that ain't nothing. That's just a little juice. You know, it ain't gonna do nothing. This is so sexy to me. Extremely affordable. You know, you don't have to break the bank for this one. You can probably find this for a very, very affordable, reasonable price. If you know how to do your research, you might find this one for under 20 bucks as well. Fifth Avenue After 5 by Elizabeth Arden is a floral, woody musk fragrance. So I've recognized about myself that with florals, I have to be really, really particular unless it's a really, really highly concentrated floral note with beautiful oils in it. They normally don't pop well for me. This is really, really pretty. It starts off really, really soft to the fact that you may feel like you have to overspray this in order to smell it. You really don't. You can if you want to, because I am a heavy sprayer, so no judgment here. But you really don't. A little bit of this goes a really, really long way. This is one of those fragrances that acts with your body temperature. So, you know, if you got a little hot head on you, and, you know, when your body temperature raises a little bit, you're going to get a whiff of this. I love this. It kind of reminds me of an Alfred Sun fragrance. And because that's what they do. They stick with you until you scrub down. This was launched way back in 2005, so this is a old fragrance. Smells fresh like they just made it. The notes behind this fragrance is Oliver Guillotine. Your top notes are honeysuckle. If you don't know, I love a good honeysuckle fragrance. Whenever I'm out walking and I walk past a honeysuckle bush or tree, I stop to smell my flowers, y'all. It's got plum in it. Again, normally plum doesn't rock well with me. Very beautifully blended. It also has coriander. It's got a little bergamot in it. Your middle notes has lily of the valley. If you're not familiar with lily of the valley, again, that is a white floral. I love lily of the valley. Indian lotus is in this. You got more white florals. You got saffron. I love saffron in my fragrances as well. It's got a little bit of birch in it. It's got sandalwood and tonka bean. This is such a gorgeous fragrance. It's really, really sexy. It's really romantic. I'm telling you guys, you will be surprised at how they name these fragrances. They categorize these fragrances. They hit the head on the nail with this. It's super, super sexy, y'all. It is definitely an aphrodisiac. I'm surprised there's no greenery in this, because normally when a fragrance is really, really aphrodisiac, sensual and sexy, it has a little bit of greenness in it somewhere. Even if they don't share that information with you, if you're not in the mood and you want to go, you're on your way somewhere and you're like, I really don't feel like going, but I'm going to put these clothes on and I'm going to put my face on and I'm going to act like I like it, but I really don't like it. One of those. And normally fragrances that are one of those are really, really high-end fragrances. You're talking about 100 to 300 on up. You guys, you can probably find this for under 20, 30 bucks. Beautiful. When I say beautiful fragrance, this may be one of my favorite Elizabeth Arden fragrances outside of the green tea line. It is so sexy. Really, really sensuous. It smells absolutely amazing. I played around with this and sprayed out on this to see what I thought about it. And I used a little bit of white tea with it. You guys, absolutely gorgeous. If you don't have this one in your collection, I highly recommend adding this. If you like Elizabeth Arden fragrances, if you like the Fifth Avenue fragrance back in the day and you don't have this one or you never smelled this one, if you run across this one, go ahead and add this to your collection. It is a shocker. And I love fragrances that are really, really what we would call affordable. that smell amazing. No one will ever know that you paid $20, $30, $35 for it. You know, $14.99, $15.99, whatever the case may be, they will never ever know. This is good juice right here. So get you some. Again, this is 5th Avenue after 5, a black tie event, honey. Alright, you guys, so that's all I wanted to come on and share with you guys today. Were those 2 fragrances. I wanted to share the original one as well, and I don't know what I did with it. I don't know. Oh, here it is. I'm going through my fragrances and like kind of organizing them. I got stuff everywhere trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them. Seasons are about to change and all that good stuff. And I just like to kind of go through and declutter. And I've been decluttering for like 2 months. Don't judge me. Don't worry about it. Unless you're going to help, don't worry about it. But I definitely wanted to come on and share these fragrances because, as you can see, I have this one in my collection. I try to keep this in my collection. Like if I see it at one of your discounter stores and I don't have this one, you know, like if I use it up, which it takes me a long time to use this up, y'all. I probably will have this bottle till from here to Kingdom Come. But I try to keep it because it's something about this fragrance that I really, really like. It's super, super strong when you first spray it out, and if this doesn't marry well with their body chemistry, it will turn really, really weird on you. And so you don't want that. But I just really like this fragrance. You definitely have to make sure that when you're wearing this, if you have this in your collection or you bump into it at like your discounter stores, that you don't overspray this. Because it'll turn into a real headachy type of a scent on you really, really quick. You know, these types of fragrances like this one here is really, really strong. It doesn't say it's aldehydic, but I think that it is. When you spray, you know, here and here, and you have allergies, they're gonna set them on fire. So be careful with that. But I really like this. I've always enjoyed this little fragrance, and like I said, whenever I see this somewhere, if I don't have it, I pick it up, and I probably grabbed this probably maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and I really like it. But the flankers of this are absolutely gorgeous, and so if you have an opportunity to add them into your collection, like I can't do 5th Avenue, it's too loud, it's too grandma-ish or whatever, try the flankers. They are absolutely gorgeous. Just like with Red Door, I couldn't do Red Door. It smells good once it dies down, but it's just too loud. But the flanker and the limited edition of Red Door is sexy. It's all get out. So sometimes you have to kind of give fragrances. Yeah, so if you see this in like one of your discounter stores, you've never had this in your collection, and you've never smelled this before, grab it. You could probably find this for like $10, sometimes $15, no more than like $25. And if you don't like it, you can give it away to somebody. There are a lot of churches and organizations now that are giving away fragrances and handbags to not so much women in need, but all women. And I've noticed that it's a really cool thing that they're doing. Instead of doing like the back to school, they do back to school backpack giveaways. They do purse and perfume giveaways. They give away things, you know, so this is really nice to hang on to and gift away to somebody if you don't care for it, you know, and you won't break the bank buying this. But I really enjoyed this. See, it's starting to kind of die down on me, and like I said, I can only spray a little bit, and I can only take this like in like a rainy day. I had a really long day and I just want to spray down in something to go to bed and put the cover over my head. This is one of those, but I've always enjoyed this. But the flankers, y'all, got it going on. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn, saying thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. Again, welcome to all of my new subscribers. Hey to all of my existing subscribers, or I should say partners. Thank you guys for joining Color Me Bad Nation. Grateful and super glad to have you. Hopefully we will meet over on Instagram. I'm not that active on Instagram, but I'm over there, so hopefully we will meet you over there. Make sure you leave a comment if you can. Make sure you send me an email. I promise you guys, I'm coming on with Dear Color Me. I was going to incorporate some Dear Color Me questions into this recording. I said, no, we're going to stick to fragrance today. But I've got a really good recording that I'm about to upload, you guys. It is juicy questions and answers from Color Me. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.